What is up, y'all? For this little story time that I have, I'm gonna use my different names because it's talking about my real life friend group. So I have a group of about 8 people, 2 girls, 6 guys. All right, and one of the guys, his name is now Roberto. That's crazy. Anyway, Roberto, he he had a little bit of a conflict. All right, so let me give you some context. Before this whole situation / conflict happened, me and him were talking about how we're gonna bring a little bit more for this Friendsgiving we're having this Friday. All right, we're bringing a stove for the host because it's getting like their stove is getting reworked or something like that, and I don't know how much it is. I don't think it's that much. It's gonna be like a little gas stove just to like cook some breakfast on, so it shouldn't be that much. But anyway, that's our thing, and then we're also gonna get breakfast, and then also things I needed to get because Roberto, I was gonna say his name. Roberto needs to get breakfast, and I need to get some extra stuff. I didn't have that much to get, honestly. I had like rolls, and I think like a bag of chips, like a couple bags of chips. So not really that much. I was gonna help him out. So boom, we have that prior knowledge. Now, fast forward a couple hours later, the 2 girls, they go in the group chat. They're like, "Hey, doesn't really seem like everyone's having a fair share in this Friendsgiving. You want to make sure that everyone's, distributing as much as they can to the best of their capabilities, right?" So they added a couple of things to everyone's list. We made a list who was getting what, just so we can stay organized. And as I just told you, I had a little bit of stuff. Now I have a lot more stuff, plus breakfast, plus the stove. So me and Anthony were a little like, we're just getting kind of steep. And of course, breakfast with Anthony. So Anthony luckily was like, his name's Anthony. I give up. Anthony luckily, he luckily was able to digress the situation and just told him, hey, we'll get everything that I'm assigned to, that he's assigned to, plus something for the host and breakfast. Oh, wait, what he's assigned to. So 3 things, right? And so, everything was solved, but now we're kind of leaning towards we're doing a lot more than what we were supposed to, right? So Anthony is now kind of looking at me, kind of texting me. He's like, well, they better not be complaining anymore that we're not, everything's not fair. Like we're damn near bringing the whole entire meal for breakfast, And so I agreed, laughed, I was like, for real. But in the back of my mind, I kind of realized that like this conflict can be easily resolved. We just change our perspective on it. A lot of people, and I mean a lot of people in this world would die they'll spend 3 times as much as me and Anthony are spending to have a chance to spend a Friendsgiving with the friends they're closest to, or just a group of friends that actually align with who they are. We're all faith driven. Literally, our group name is Faith Fam. It's pretty funny. And that change of perspective allowed me. I didn't tell him yet. I didn't try persuading him yet. I think he'll soon learn that when we drive up there, me and him. But that change of perspective helped me just understand, hey, like even if I gotta spend a couple not hundred is crazy, a couple extra bucks for this Friendsgiving, it's a blessing. It's a vessel through how God can express his abundance to everyone else. He's gonna still feed us. It's fellowship. We're probably gonna even talk about God not the whole time, obviously. We're not that we're crazy. It's just like we're not that much into it. Anyway, you get the idea. And so that little perspective change allowed me to just have a peace of mind. Hey, Anthony may have a conflict, but at least I can understand. I can understand where he's coming from because, we are doing a lot more than we're supposed to. And I can understand where they're coming from. They're trying to make things more fair. They're trying to make sure that there was a fair share what everyone was, putting into this place. And so, boom. I didn't say nothing. I'm not here to correct anybody. But it's a way for you to just be a lot more peaceful within you. Now, I'm not telling you to feel this peace and try pushing it on your friend Anthony or pushing it on the rest of the group. Keep it within you and just be an example. If Anthony comes to you bickering at you again, you're Anthony, then you just say, hey, try changing your perspective. Try looking at it from this and try being understanding. Maybe even grateful that we have the ability to buy this much. It's affordable. We're not gonna die if we buy this much. And so yeah, I don't know. It was a cool change of heart, cool change of how I viewed things, and I thought it would help out many other ways. But this is something I've been practicing for a little while, trying to change my perspective to understand everyone. Not to prove who's right or wrong, not to prove what's fair or not fair, just to understand and understand everything is happening for a reason. Every experience can lead to an inner change, lead to something I can grow into. And so even if something is unfair or wrong or I'm in the right, there is no such thing because everything is what it is. You simply just gotta roll with the punches and thank God for every situation you're in. Hope this helps. God bless.